replete with very, very serious and salacious allegations, including allegations that Combs had cameras.
This lawsuit is so long. It's so many things that, he's claiming Diddy did.
Hold on to your seats because we've got the juiciest gossip bombshell of the year. Music mogul Diddy Combs is caught in a whirlwind of scandal that could spell the end of his glittering career. Imagine secret tapes, explosive accusations, and a federal grand jury getting ready to hear it all. From shocking footage inside Diddy's mansion to allegations involving other celebrities like Cuba Gooding Jr. In Young Miami, this saga is packed with jaw-dropping twists. Are Diddy's darkest secrets about to be exposed? Get ready for the most scandalous revelations yet. You won't believe what we've uncovered. As the story unfolds, it becomes clear that Sean Diddy Combs' fall from grace is one of the most dramatic in recent memory. Just months ago, Diddy was riding high as a billionaire and a music industry icon. However, a series of increasingly disturbing revelations has not only tarnished his reputation, but also threatened to land him in prison for the rest of his days.
The Department of Homeland Security conducting a raid at a house in Holmby Field Hills, believed to be connected to Sean.
Interestingly enough, the initial cracks in Diddy's public image began to show when his former girlfriend, Kessie Ventura, filed a civil lawsuit against him. Kessie's allegations of years of abuse, including physical beatings, were initially met with Diddy's vehement denials. Yet, the shockwaves from her accusations had barely begun to settle when surveillance footage emerged showing Diddy violently assaulting Kessie.
Combs is seen shoving, kicking, and dragging his then-girlfriend down the hallway. And now he's posted an apology.
This footage, combined with Diddy's subsequent Instagram apology, marked a turning point in the public's perception of him.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you gotta do that. I was up.
What no one expected was the avalanche of additional allegations that followed. Accusers began to come forward in droves, each story more harrowing than the last. One woman, Liza Gardner, accused Diddy and his friend Aaron Hall of assaulting her when she was just a teenager. Another, Joey Dickerson Deal, claimed Diddy intoxicated and violated her, recording the incident and sharing it with industry friends. These stories painted a picture of a man who had allegedly used his power and influence to exploit and abuse vulnerable individuals for decades.
The issue is, it seems as though he wants to kind of exert power and dominance over people who...
As these accusations mounted, so did the scrutiny. Federal agents raided Diddy's Los Angeles home in March 2024, searching for evidence to support the numerous claims against him. The public was left to wonder, could it be that one of the most powerful figures in music was finally being brought to justice?
And in this lawsuit, he claims that essentially P. Diddy was the Epstein of the rap industry.
One insider revealed that Diddy's accusers could soon testify before a federal grand jury in New York City. This grand jury would determine whether there is enough evidence to formally charge Diddy with a crime. If these testimonies are as damning as the civil suit suggests, Diddy could be facing serious jail time. The stakes couldn't be higher, and experts are weighing in on what this could mean for the once revered mogul. Legal analyst Laura Wasser noted, given the breadth and severity of the allegations against Combs, it's hard to see a path forward for him that doesn't involve significant legal repercussions. Even if some claims are exaggerated or untrue, the sheer number of accusations and the evidence supporting them are overwhelming. This leads us to the question, is there any way for Diddy to salvage his legacy, or is he truly finished? The court of public opinion has already turned against him. Social media is abuzz with speculation and condemnation, with many drawing parallels between Diddy and the disgraced Jeffrey Epstein. The comparison is not without merit. Both men allegedly used their wealth and connections to perpetrate and conceal heinous crimes. As one commentator put it, Diddy isn't just another celebrity caught up in a scandal. If even half of these allegations are true, he's a predator who has left a trail of victims in his wake. Interestingly, some of the allegations have not just focused on Diddy's treatment of women, but also on disturbing claims from male accusers. Music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones Jr. filed a lawsuit alleging that Diddy subjected him to inappropriate behavior and coerced him into intimate acts with companions. Jones's lawsuit included detailed accounts of Diddy's violent and threatening behavior, painting a picture of a man who believed he was untouchable.
It's just crazy. Just read.
This leads us to another troubling aspect of Diddy's downfall, the power dynamics at play. Many of his accusers were young and impressionable, looking for a break in the industry or simply trying to navigate their careers without falling prey to powerful figures. The abuse of power alleged in these cases is staggering, with Diddy accused of leveraging his influence to silence and intimidate his victims.
Cooperating, as are others who have sued him. Let me tell you something, in order to take down...
In a shocking twist, even those who once defended Diddy are now distancing themselves. High-profile friends and collaborators have remained conspicuously silent. unwilling to risk their reputations by standing by him. The once close circle of confidants has seemingly evaporated, leaving Diddy increasingly isolated.
Diddy's public reputation is done.
It's done.
Yeah.
But as the investigation delves deeper into Diddy's activities, the most explosive aspect yet to be fully revealed centers around the notorious recordings purportedly made during his wild parties. These tapes, allegedly stashed away in a hidden cache, could hold the key to not only Diddy's downfall, but also implicate numerous high-profile celebrities who attended these events. Rumors swirl that Diddy had an intricate system of hidden cameras strategically placed throughout his properties, capturing every sordid detail of his infamous freak-off parties. These gatherings, described in lurid detail by various accusers, reportedly involved substances and a level of debauchery that could make even the most jaded observer blush. According to sources close to the investigation, Diddy kept these recordings as leverage, possibly intending to use them for blackmail.
Well, if he really was filming everybody, I mean, he had a lot of people at those parties, right?
Could it be that these tapes contain the most damning evidence yet? The recordings are said to capture everything, from explicit intimate acts to substance use, all involving not just Diddy, but other well-known figures in the entertainment industry. This leads us to the question, how far-reaching are the implications of these tapes? The roster of celebrities who frequented Diddy's parties reads like a who's who of Hollywood and the music industry. Names such as Cuba Gooding Jr., Justin Combs, and Young Miami have all been mentioned in connection with these scandalous gatherings. Each of these individuals could potentially be caught up in the scandal if the tapes were to be made public.
This is the end of the Diddy story as we know it.
Speculation is rife about what the FBI might have uncovered during their raid on Diddy's homes. Could they have found the hidden stash of recordings or perhaps flash drives filled with incriminating video footage? If so, the content of these recordings could be the linchpin in the prosecution's case against Diddy. As one legal expert noted, if the tapes show what sources claim they do, it could be a devastating blow not only to Diddy, but to anyone else caught on camera. What is now known about the horrors at Diddy's closed parties paints a chilling picture. Witness testimonies and court filings describe scenes of coercion, substance-fueled gatherings, and even alleged trafficking. For instance, Cassie Ventura's allegations about being forced into intimate acts with male companions while Diddy watched and filmed are among the most disturbing claims. This pattern of voyeurism and abuse, documented in court documents and supported by other accusers, suggests a calculated and deeply troubling modus operandi.
And let me tell you something else. Not only should he have apologized to Cassie in that video, he should have apologized to all of the general public that he lied to.
As the grand jury meeting approaches, the prosecution is expected to present these recordings as a crucial piece of evidence. The very thought of what might be shown to the jury sends shivers down the spine. Could it be that these tapes will reveal not only illegal activities, but also the sheer scale of Diddy's manipulation and control over his guests?
There's a grand jury that's impaneled right now, and that those people that did not talk then, they will be compelled to talk in a grand jury.
One prosecutorial strategy could involve showcasing the most egregious and shocking clips from these tapes, effectively illustrating the predatory nature of Diddy's behavior. This could include footage of underage women coerced intimate acts and other illegal activities, all meticulously recorded without the knowledge or consent of those involved. Such evidence would be hard to refute and could sway the jury towards issuing a warrant for Diddy's arrest. The fallout from such revelations could be monumental, not just for Diddy, but for the entire entertainment industry. If these tapes indeed implicate other celebrities, it could trigger a wave of scandals, lawsuits, and public outrage. The very fabric of Hollywood's social scene could be torn apart as more names are potentially dragged into the mire. Interestingly, the anticipation of these recordings being shown has already sent shockwaves through the industry. Many celebrities who once enjoyed Diddy's lavish hospitality are now anxiously waiting to see if their names will be dragged into the scandal. One can only imagine the panic among those who might be implicated, knowing that their darkest secrets could soon be laid bare.
And the more information that keeps coming out, it just makes any association with him or his empire bad for other businesses.
In a shocking twist, even those who once stood by Diddy are now distancing themselves. The silence from his high-profile friends and collaborators speaks volumes. It seems no one wants to be caught in the crossfire of what could be one of the biggest scandals in entertainment history. As we await the grand jury's decision, one thing is clear. The tapes could be the smoking gun that seals Diddy's fate. The possibility of these recordings being played in court is a tantalizing prospect for the prosecution and a terrifying one for Diddy and his associate. What no one expected was that these hidden cameras, intended as instruments of control, could ultimately become the instruments of Diddy's undoing, and then stop at the jury meeting. Try to answer the questions and speculate what the prosecution can show so terrible at this meeting that will definitely force them to decide to issue a warrant for Diddy's arrest. Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. We want to hear from you. Until next time, stay tuned for the latest in the world of glitz and glam.